Emma decided that she was going to break the news to Harriet about Mr. Frank Churchill being engaged to Jane Fairfax. And then Harry came in. It's like, did you hear the news? That is just so strange. What? That Jane's going to marry Frank. And I was like, what? And you're not upset? No, why would I be a. Weren't you? No. And so this whole confusion came out where Emma thought that, Jane was in love with Frank, and no, it was actually Mr. Knightley. And that was enough to make Emma realize that she was in love with Mr. Knightley. And I've heard this is a common thing that women want men that women want. And so that Emma didn't really realize how much she wanted Mr. Knightley until after someone else wanted him. And she put all of these different things together and she was like, oh, and realized that Harriet loved Mr. Knightley and that there was a good chance that he loved her. And Emma was like, all of those times I just sort of disregarded Mr. Knightley and I should have been chasing him. And she's conflicted. She's like, okay, I am going to work on figuring all of this out and putting my mind together and setting it right. And so she realizes that, yes, if this is the case, then it is quite a bit her fault. She's thinking Mr. Knightley is so much greater than anybody else. And, thinking that she's better than Harriet. But as her thoughts before have gone, Mr. Knightley isn't strongly bound by class. And he's like, do what's right. Do what's right. Do what's right. And so Emma realizes that, Mr. Knightley is a really great guy. He really is a knight sort of person. And that her encouraging Harriet just causes these problems. And, she's like, oh, this is such a worse match than Frank Churchill, but I'm not sure. It's not entirely clear the difference of state. They both seem to be very rich and equally so. I guess Frank would be less so because he's just waiting to get his aunts and uncles' money. Um, so, he's kind of waiting on getting the money while Mr. Knightley has the massive estate with the fields and the farms and the orchards and the abbey and the constant influx of money from the tenants who rent his land and farm for him. So, Mr. Knightley has his money. Frank is waiting on his money. So there is the difference there, but the estates seem of similar value. Um, but Emma is just kind of like, why did I do this? And she's just kind of heartbroken and she's starting to think worse of Harriet. Um, Mostly because she's jealous. And this jealousy and envy are very poisonous emotions. Um, if anything, she should be happy that, she likes Harriet. Harriet's a friend. She should be happy that Mr. Knightley likes Harriet. It's like, oh, these are two friends of mine. I should be happy that they're happy together. Or, these are both good people and I should be happy that, if they make each other happy. But once again, Emma is showing herself not to be of the best character, which is kind of tragic. But hopefully she comes around to the situation and yeah, hopefully she comes around to the situation.